Many characters in the MCU have been nerfed and disrespected throughout the whole franchise. For example, one of them being the Hulk, and another example which I'm going to talk about in this video, that is Vision. Vision in the MCU, in my opinion, there's been a big problem with his character. Now recently I've been watching some of the MCU movies from the Infinity Saga, for example the Avengers movies and Captain America Civil War, and one thing I noticed throughout those key movies is the lack of respect for Vision. And that is what I'm going to talk about today in this video. And just to clear up, I'm not talking about WandaVision, I have not watched that yet. I'm talking about the 3 main movies that Vision has been in, which is Age of Ultron, Civil War and Infinity War. So yeah, let's start off with his introduction real quick. Vision was first created and introduced in Age of Ultron. He's literally a combination of a vibranium made humanoid body with the intelligence of Jarvis, Tony Stark's AI, with the addition of a Infinity Stone, the Mind Stone, on his forehead, powering up his whole body. And right off the bat, we already know he's a very powerful individual and also worthy of Mjolnir, which is a big thing that already shows how good of a person he is. Age of Ultron is where, in my opinion, Vision had peaked. Like, that was his best version and the best written version of his character in the whole of the MCU. And that was only his introduction. His first movie, he was shown to be such a formidable hero and powerful hero, someone who's worthy of Mjolnir, someone who cares about morals and humanity and the world, stuff like that. And his dialogue within Age of Ultron was amazing, especially his last conversation with Ultron, talking about how that although humans will fail, that's also what makes humanity's evolution even better. From that introduction alone, you'd think Vision would play such a bigger role in the later movies. However, it's just not the case. Moving on to his next movie, which is Civil War, and this is where the decline started. He literally gets sidelined the whole movie. He is a side character. Although yes, it is a Captain America movie, but we all know it's a Captain America movie and an Avengers movie. And Vision plays a very little part, in my opinion. More of a support / side character. His main purpose in that movie is just to show the relationship development with Wanda and also to get a morally correct opinion of the Accords at the very start of the movie when the Security Accords were first introduced. And that's pretty much it. And him siding with Tony Stark in the airport battle, you'd think he'd do something impactful during that big battle. Nope, you barely see him. He's more or less just watching the fight go on. He's such a powerful individual. He could have literally probably ended the fight himself by just taking out most people, maybe not Wanda, but still, he could have probably convinced a lot of people like just to stop fighting, because as we all know from Age of Ultron and earlier in the movie when they were discussing the Accords, everyone knows that he's very smart and of course morally and ethically correct. So surely he could have convinced a lot of people, right? But nope. His key moment in that airport battle was him taking out War Machine. Literally missing his shot and shooting down War Machine. Now in my opinion, that's not even the crazy thing. Like yes, he was distracted. Yeah, like yes, it was clear he was distracted. But why on earth did he not fly up there and catch War Machine? I'm pretty sure we've seen his speed. He's quite fast. So in my opinion, he could have made it there. But yeah, he just kind of sat there. That's pretty much Vision for the whole movie. That is pretty much done. A side support character just for Wanda's relationship development, and also a small advisor during the discussion of the Accords. That was his role in the whole movie. Now finally in Infinity War, this is where it just gets really bad. This is where it just goes down the bin. At the very start of the movie, we see him get taken out. Literally the start of the movie, he gets taken out. For the whole movie, he gets stabbed, which I don't know how he got stabbed. He's literally made of vibranium, like I said earlier, and also he can literally phase. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Literally gets stabbed once and he's out of the movie. Literally done. He's now the plot device for the whole movie. That's literally his role for Infinity War. Just defend the package the whole movie. That was literally Vision the whole movie. But yeah. And he's also used, and towards the ending, he is then used as an emotional plot device again. When Thanos came into Wakanda and managed to get past Wanda and get Vision. Yeah. That was such an emotional scene because, well, Thanos literally just crushed his head and took the stone out, which in my opinion, I feel like that death would have been much better, had they have given Vision more depth and more character development throughout Infinity War and also Civil War. Like yes, okay, cool, he did get taken out in Infinity War at the very start. Like he could not fight, of course, he could do nothing right there. But I feel like if they had showed more scenes of Vision talking to Wanda, that death right there would have been much more sad with much more emotion. Like the audience would have definitely felt even more sad about that, because I feel like people were more sad because, well, the Avengers just lost. So his death actually kind of got pushed to the side in my opinion. Like his death was supposed to be so sad, but it just got added on to everyone who else just got snapped. In my opinion, I would just wish they had handled that better. But yeah. Again, like I said, he was used as an emotional plot device as well for Wanda. It's like they created Vision in the MCU just for Wanda's progression as a character. Yeah, because as we all know in Endgame, she literally wants revenge against Thanos for killing Vision. But yeah, as you can see from this video, what I'm trying to say is basically, I feel like Vision did not live up to his full potential as a character. Like, he was in 3 key big like MCU movies, yet Civil War he was sidelined, and Infinity War he was just used as an emotional plot device with very little emotion, might I add. But yeah, I just wish they had done a lot more with Vision, as he literally has such big potential throughout the whole of the MCU. Even later on, like up to now, he could have had a big role. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below on Vision, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below on my opinions of Vision. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like the video and subscribe. Have yourselves a great day. See ya.